Are you hearing me? Good. Go ahead.
Okay.
They are.
Mr. Ian Wilkinson, KC.
Actually, I think that the screen was
My lady, you are
frozen, so we
muted.
actually opened when you all were frozen. So I'm so sorry. You can go ahead and have a seat. Because we did open whilst you were all frozen.
Oh, sorry.
Very well. Go ahead. You're starting with Mr.
Mr. Ian Wilkinson, KC.
Mr. Ian Wilkinson, Casey. I'm not seeing Mr. Wilkinson. Mr. Wilkinson, I'm seeing. I'm not seeing you. And you're muted. Mr. Wilkinson? I'm not sure if Mr. Wilkinson is hearing me, so you need to move on to the next person. Mr. Wilkinson?
Lady, I placed a call to him briefly. Good morning. He says he was having some logon issues. So although I'm seeing his name, he's trying to get back on.
All right,
That's
I'll
the
move on
next
to the
one.
next person and see whether he comes online by the time I'm finished. Go ahead.
It's okay.
M. Georgia Gibson Enlin, KC.
All right, Mr.
My lady, good morning. I am actually holding for King's Counsel Gibson Henley in the matter that is claim number 2022 CV 03913,
Yes.
the application of Vandana Orlandi Nicola Clooney Capper. Her
All
screen
right,
is
I
open.
can barely hear you though, Miss Hay.
Let me speak up, my lady. Is this better?
Yes, go ahead now.
Speak up. Okay, so it is claim 2022 CV 03913. I am holding for King's Counsel Georgia Gibson Henlin, instructed by Henlin Gibson Henlin, and the applicant for the call is Vandana Orlandi Nicola Clooney Capper.
All
Her
right.
screen is open, my lady.
Where is
My lady,
she?
in this matter, she is here. I am seeing her screen is open, and is your ladyship seeing her?
I'm not. Could you just
Her
put
hand
up your
is-
hand? Very well, Miss Clapper. Go ahead now.
My lady, I was told that today we are doing the short form, so I'll just proceed. I have perused the papers filed by the instructing counsel. So on behalf of the applicant for the call this morning, they appear, my lady, to be in order. All the supporting documents are in your ladyship's bundle, which was filed on the 10th of January, 2023. And all the requirements, payment of the revenue and other supporting documents are met. In those circumstances, my lady, I would ask for an order in terms of the fixed date claim form, which is to be found at page 1 of your bundle, and that the applicant Vandana Orlandi Nicola Clooney Capper be permitted to take the oath and sign the roll in due course.
Very well. Yes, order granted. Go ahead and take the oath.
I, Vandana Orlandi Nicola Clooney Capper, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skills and judgment. So help me God.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the profession.
My lady, just if I may take some leave, you'll see some emotion on her part. This is a teacher who has made her way on a long journey to her real true desire. May I congratulate her and thank you, my lady, for receiving her application.
Very well, thank you. That's your only matter. That's the only matter for Mrs. Gibson Henley.
That's the only matter for Mrs. Gibson Henley.
All right. I see that Mr.
And I'll just ask your leave in due course if I may leave the platform.
Yes, very well. I see Mr. Wilkinson is adorned with a wig and is now with us.
Sorry, sorry, my lady. My lady, I'm appearing. I'm overseas actually in a different matter. Much obliged to you. I apologize for earlier. I just sought leave to appear before you. Now, may I mention the matter of Gideon King, 03894 of 2022, my lady, if it pleases you. She's at my chambers, even though I'm outside the jurisdiction, and she was robed earlier by my learned junior, Mr. Lenroy Stewart. There she is, sir, madam.
Very well.
Madam, on my instructions, the papers are in order, and in those circumstances, I'll respectfully ask for an order in terms of the application filed.
Very well. Yes, the papers are in order. Order granted. Go ahead and take the oath.
Much obliged, my lady. You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted, Miss King, please.
I, Gideon Shauna K. King, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you. Welcome to the profession.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm much obliged, my lady. My lady, that is the extent of my list. I'd like to thank my learned friends for their indulgence.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Mr.
You
Especially
may resume with your wig.
May I be excused, my lady? My lady, you probably see that I actually need it. I'm much obliged to you and to my learned friends.
Very
Much
well.
obliged. Right. Congratulations, Miss King. Pleasant morning.
Tavares Vincent Casey.
Yes, Mr. Vincent, you're muted. Go ahead.
Good morning, my lady. I'm in relation to the matter of an application of Juanita Yolanda Angwin. I have perused all the relevant documentation, and I am of the view that all the documents are in order, and would ask for an order in terms, and that Ms. Angwin be allowed to take the oath and sign the roll in due course.
Thank you very much. Order granted. You may take the oath.
Go ahead. You don't have to stand.
I, Juanita Yolanda Angwin, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you. Welcome to the profession.
Thank you, my lady. That's the extent of my obligation before you this morning.
Yes, thank you. Go ahead.
Jacqueline Cummins.
May it so please you, my lady.
Yes.
It is my pleasure that I present to you Ms. Amma Asantiwa Diklu to be enrolled as an attorney at law. I have taken the time, lady, and I perused the papers. And unlike the other candidates this morning, she's a graduate of the Hewarding Law School and also a graduate of the University of Guyana. And she has been admitted to the bar in Guyana since 2021, I'm so sorry. So she has been out for a little while, but she has now come to be called to the bar here in Jamaica. And if your leadership agrees with me that all her papers are in order, I would ask your leave for her to be granted the fixed date claim form to be granted in terms of it, and that she be take the oath.
Very well. Order granted. She may take the oath.
I, Amma Asante Wadiklu, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the offices and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Thank you. Welcome to the profession.
Thank you, my lady. And she has quite a few members of the profession in her family because her aunt was just sworn in as the first female chief justice of Belize.
Very well. Congratulations. Go ahead.
You Wilson.
My lady, may it please you. Are you hearing me, my lady?
Yes, I'm hearing you, Mr. Wilson.
May it please you, my lady. it is with great pride and honor that I present the application of Jordan Hugh Wilson, my son. May an order be made in terms of the fixed date claim form filed in his application. Thank you, my lady.
Yes, order granted. Go ahead and take the oath.
I, Jordan Hugh Wilson, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you. Welcome to the profession. I see that I don't know which one is more proud, you or your father.
Both of us, my lady. That's the extent of my list.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you.
Leroy Equiano.
Yes, lady. In the matter of an application by Chevenise Andrea Billing Reed, this is SU 2022-03918. Milady, the bundle is filed. That I think the bundle is in your possession, milady.
Yes, order granted.
I'm very grateful,
As per the
milady.
fixed date claim form, go ahead and take the oath.
May she be affirmed, milady?
Yes, she may affirm.
Go ahead.
I, Chevenise Andrea Billings Reed, do solemnly, sincerely, truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment.
Thank you. Welcome to the profession.
Thank you very much, milady. And may I withdraw, milady?
You may.
Thanks very much.
Zara Lewis.
May it please you, milady.
Yes, you need to come on. I don't have video of you.
May it please you, milady.
Yes.
It is with great pleasure that I call Mr. Exdal Paul Nathaniel Davy. Milady, but his claim number is SU 2023 CV0034. Milady, having perused the bundle, if your ladyship agrees with me that all the documents are in order, might he be permitted to take the oath and to affirm, milady, because he does not swear for religious reasons, if your ladyship so permits, and that the orders be granted as set out in the fixed date claim form.
Order granted, he may affirm.
I, Exdal Paul Nathaniel Davy, do solemnly, sincerely, truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment.
Thank you. Welcome to the profession.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, milady.
Trician Robinson.
May it so please you, milady, in the matter of an application by Kuruma Shamar Reed to be enrolled and admitted to practice as an attorney at law by way of claim number SU 2023 CV0039. Milady, I have perused the documents and if all are in order, I pray that the orders be granted in terms of the fixed date claim form and Mr. Reed be allowed to affirm for religious purposes.
Yes, order granted, he may affirm.
I, Kuruma Shamar Reed, do solemnly, sincerely, truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment.
Grateful, milady.
Welcome to the profession.
Gabrielle Warren.
If it please you, my lady, I have 3 persons calling this morning. The first person is Sharika Monisha Charlicum. Her matter is claim SU 2022 CV03815. My lady, I have perused the documents, and if my lady is in agreement with me, all appears to be in order, and I would ask for an order in terms of the fixed date claim form, and that she may be permitted to take the oath.
Order granted, she may take the oath.
I, Sharika Manisha Charlicum, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you. Welcome to the profession.
Grateful, my lady. The next matter I have before you, my lady, is that of the application of Seraphia Spence, claim number SU 22 CB 03950. My lady, I peruse the documents and all appears to be in order. All supporting documents have been filed, and if my lady is in agreement with me, I'm seeking an order in terms of the fixed date claim form, and that she may be permitted to take the oath.
Order granted, she may take the oath.
Grateful, my lady.
I, Seraphia Spence, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you. Welcome to the profession.
And my lady, my final matter before you is the matter of the application of Winsome Arlene Norman, and that is SU 2022 CB 03953. My lady, I have also perused these documents, and if my lady is in agreement with me that all is in order, I would ask that an order be made in terms of the fixed date claim form, and that she may be permitted to take the oath.
Yes, order granted, she may take the oath.
I, Winsome Arlene Norman, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you. Welcome to the profession.
Grateful, my lady. That is the extent of my list.
Very well.
April, July.
Might it so please you, my lady, it gives me great pleasure this morning to call Mr. Matthew Alexander July, my brother. I have reviewed, my lady, the bundle, and all appears to be in order. And if my lady so agrees, may he be permitted to affirm and take the oath.
Yes, he may affirm. Order granted, and he may affirm.
Grateful, my lady.
I, Matthew July, do solemnly, sincerely, truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment.
Thank you. Welcome to the profession.
And my lady, if you will permit me, my lady, it would be remiss of me to let this moment pass without recognizing the memory, my lady, of our father, late Councillor of Blessed Memory, Mr. Cecil July.
Yes, yes, from St. Elizabeth.
Indeed, my lady.
I'm sure he would have been proud.
Indeed, my lady, I'm grateful.
Yes. That's it. Ah, I'm so sorry. I was looking for more persons because the last time I think we did over 100. We did over 100 on the last occasion. So when I was finished a while ago, I was a little surprised. Well, let's then go to the president of the Bar Association, Mr. Alexander Williams, to give his remarks.
May it please you, my lady. First, let me thank you for this opportunity to address my new learned friends who have just demeaned themselves to become attorneys at law. I wish to begin by where I began in this profession, and I'm drawing on my letter of engagement with Messrs. Raphael Codlin and Company. And he quoted a bit of Shakespeare to the effect that there's a tide in their fears of men, which take not the flood leads on to fortune. This quote has remained with me throughout my 30-odd years in this profession. And what it means is that when you're in the tide of your affairs, that is to say the problems and difficulties, if you meet them at the flood, then you will experience fortune. But fortune in this instance is not one where we're talking about money. Fortune means the preservation of high integrity. It means a success in what you are doing and a recognition of your success. So yes, I was drawing on a quote from Shakespeare. There is a tide in the affairs of men which take not the flood reeds on to fortune. And I'm extolling our new members to meet the tide of their affairs. That is to say, meet the challenges and the opportunities that they will face during their career. And once they do so, they will experience fortune. And fortune in this context does not necessarily mean money. It means high integrity. It means success in what they do and recognition for that success on behalf of their clients. So congratulations to those who have just been called to the bar. And I would like to pivot a little and ask that they consider becoming members of the Jamaican Bar Association. I am sure provision has been made at the roving room for each of them to be afforded a package to tell them about what the Jamaican Bar Association stands for. And if somebody is not in receipt of an appropriate package, you can, of course, contact the bar office, and you can also do that through the website. But I'd like Milady to take this opportunity to educate the incoming members of the profession and your leadership, perhaps, as to what the Jamaican Bar Association will be doing this year. This is 50 years of the existence of the Jamaican Bar Association. And during this year, we'll be celebrating those 50 years by marking it with a milestone of a special luncheon, which will take place at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel on July 16. There will also be a public lecture, and there will also be other events as well as commemorative memorabilia. So stay tuned. We look forward to the support of our membership in our various events. The next big thing, so to speak, is the matter of the Caribbean Court of Justice. It is the intent of our council to seek the approval of the wider membership to announce the Jamaican Bar Association's position on the Caribbean Court of Justice, hopefully ahead of the deliberations of the Special Committee of Parliament on Constitutional Reform. Although the bar's historic position has been to support the Caribbean Court of Justice being our final court in place of the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council, we feel that considerable time has passed since that position was publicly taken, and therefore the Council thinks it prudent to test whether the position remains the same among our wider membership. So those are the things that I wish to bring to the attention of you, milady, and to the new members. I'd like to say well done to my learned friends, and I look forward to their efforts in providing timely, accurate, and appropriate legal services and advice to our clients. Well done. Again, I'd like to say there's a tide in the affairs of men, which take not the flood, leads on to fortune. There's another quote I'd like to part with, and this comes from this little red book I used to have called Granville Williams' Learning the Law. There's a quote in it which says, "Life is short and the law is long." And what it means is, you have a lot of work ahead of you, my new learned friends. Mr. Codlin used to tell me, and I hope milady and the other ladies in the room will forgive me for this, that you should treat the law as your mistress, meaning that you should treat it so special and so close to your heart. You will spend a lot of time with it. You will nurture it. You will do your best with it. I know that is perhaps very unpolitically correct. But the sentiment is that when you become an attorney at law, you are a professional, and in the widest sense of that term, which means that you're going to educate yourself continuously as to how you practice law. You will maintain the standards, you will go the extra mile at all times. You do not practice law beginning at 8:30 and lock your books at 5. That is not how you practice law. It becomes a part of your life. May it so please you, milady.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Not sure about the law. Law is your mistress, yes. The expansion, I was wondering where you were going with that, but thank you.
I hope I dug myself out of that one, milady.
Very well.
I see Bernard Kitson Casey is laughing. She forgives me.
I'm sure. Ms. Kitson, I turn it over to you.
My lady, I'm very much obliged. I have to say that my learned friend is a bag full of chuckles today. So I will take all that he has said, seeking to have us in a good frame of mind. My lady, I too wish to extend my warmest congratulations to the applicants, now newly admitted attorneys at law. I do so on my own behalf, but particularly on behalf of the General Legal Council, which is the governing body for all attorneys. As you would all have been aware, having submitted your applications to the GLC, concerns in relation to discipline and education fall under the suzerainty of the General Legal Council. I'm pleased to lead that body today. And as a woman, I have to say that I don't have any mistresses, but I do agree that the law is a jealous taskmaster, particularly if you intend to approach it in the right frame of mind. I want to congratulate the applicants, particularly on that unstinting work that I know that they have put in, the tremendous support that they have received from family and friends. And today, on your special day, you have achieved that goal that you have so longed for. I noted Mrs. Clooney Kappa's reaction at that point, and I fully appreciated how she felt when taking that oath. In fact, I got a little choked myself. So I want to, however, urge and admonish you all today, all of the newly admitted attorneys, that having achieved this goal, from this day forward, you treat this oath which you have taken as the guiding light, the hallmark of all that you do in your professional and personal life. I want you to remember the words that you have spoken in your oath or your affirmation, that you will truly demean yourself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, always. So let your word be your bond. Let honesty be the hallmark of your actions. All that we are reading about in the papers today, which give us such horror, please ensure that it is not your name in the future that gives anyone horror. Be diligent in the performance of your work so that you, like your seniors who have been pleased to move your application today to be admitted to the bar, you will prove to be worthy members of this noble and honorable profession. May it so please you, my lady, and I trust everyone has a good day.
Thank you, Ms. Gibson. I don't need to say much after that. I don't think I need to say anything after that. I'm happy that Ms. Kitson followed Mr. Williams and put it as taskmaster as opposed to mistress. I would just say, though, congratulations to all of the persons who were sworn in today. I urge you, as Ms. Kitson has done, that you must uphold the canons of the profession. It's of vital importance. You have to, after 5 years of studying, I mean, I know, I've been there maybe a long time ago, but I know how hard it is to study to achieve this milestone. So I would say to you, take a small amount of time off, but then get back down to work. It's time to earn a living from the profession you studied so hard to attain. However, I would urge you at all times to reserve a little time for the less fortunate. There are going to be clients that are able to pay, but there are going to be clients that are unable, unfortunately, to pay. Reserve a little time for the less unfortunate because they are deserving of legal representation as well. I would say also a word of thanks to the family and friends of all the persons that were sworn in this morning. I know it takes a village. So I know it takes getting on the bus early in the morning. I know it means parents and friends helping you out with lunch money, bus fare, driving you to and from, buying clothing, just being there as a support for you. So to all the family and friends of all the persons here today, I say this is a great achievement, and I say to you as well, not only to the persons called, congratulations. I would just say one last word of warning. You are going to be new to the profession. If you need help, seek help. All the persons that are here addressing you today, all the persons who called you, if you have a difficulty, you are new to the profession, do not be afraid to ask. You'll be surprised just how quickly these seniors are going to be there to sit you down, point you in the right direction. They are certainly not going to be doing the work for you, but they will point you in the right direction you should go. So do not be afraid to seek assistance. And that's my last word. Just one word of warning, please. Do not walk on the road with your gowns. I'm very sorry. It's a new piece of garment. You're all excited to have now earned the right to wear it. However, you cannot walk on the road with it, take pictures on the road with it. It is not allowed, all right? You take it in your gown bag to court and back from court, okay? So thank you very much, and again, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Very well. Adjourn for me.
My lady, Mr. Karuma Reed is supposed to bring greetings on behalf of the newly minted attorneys.
Oh, I'm very, very sorry, Mr. Green. I am so sorry. I was not informed of this, but I do.
That's okay, my lady.
Go ahead.
Thank you, my lady.
I genuinely am sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, that's okay, my lady.
Yes.
My lady, King's Counsel, Senior Counsel, my learned friends. I am Kuruma Shamar Reed, and I'm indeed grateful for the opportunity to address this honorable court on behalf of my newly called colleagues at the bar. My learned friends, in pursuit of this dignified profession, we had no choice but to toil upwards through many nights in order to reach this day that will be etched in our memories. With the support of God, family members, friends, and of course, the sweat of our brows, we made it to the moment that matters most. Now, but don't let the end of one journey fool you into thinking that our learning days are over. For the law is alive and well, daring us to challenge her with new arguments and submissions. On this new journey, difficulties and anxiety may try to persuade you into believing that it is impossible to form your arguments and drop your submissions. But in the words of Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, it always seems impossible until it's done. Therefore, I encourage you to investigate your difficulties and anxieties, arrest them, charge them, indict them, persuade your jury, convict your difficulties and anxieties, and sentence them to life imprisonment without the possibility or probability of them crippling your lifelong potential. As we begin our careers, I charge us to keep seeking knowledge, be a fervent steward of the law, and above all else, in every action and speech, do all we can to maintain the public's confidence in our profession. Our senior members at the Bar, General Legal Counsel, and Jamaica Bar Association, this year group thanks you greatly for all you've done thus far. I am certain that this is the beginning of your guidance and mentorship as we fulfill our potential in these several courts. My lady, and all operating arms of this honorable, my lady, and all operating arms of this honorable court, on behalf of my learned friends, we thank you for facilitating the bar calling for the 2021-2022 cohort of attorneys at law.
Thank you very much. Well said. And again, I apologize. I wasn't aware, so I apologize for that. Okay? Thank you.
Grateful, my lady.
Adjourn.
Stand, please. This honorable court is now adjourned. God save the King.